While scrolling on my phone, Christmas DIYs are taking over my feed right now, and it's so fun testing out the most viral DIYs to see which ones actually look cute. So today we're putting our own spin on it, grabbing some Dollar Tree items, and getting to work. Okay, for the first one, you're going to need some glassware. I'm using two of the fish bowl shapes to create this viral snowman. This was posted by Christmas365 on TikTok, had tons of views, and this is something that you can easily create with Dollar Tree items. All you need are two of these fishbowl type candle holders, with one being a little bit larger, but they're still connecting in the middle so that you can glue them together. So at the Dollar General, I found the cutest little wax trees, so I'm starting with that, but Dollar Tree always puts out the little village people, the little village houses, so really the sky is the limit here. Anything that you're seeing out really inexpensive, you can fill this up with. The little truck and camper were from a few years back, but I'm just trying to use things that I had on hand, making sure to not forget the little bit of snow inside of each of these. The only thing is I did not glue down my little truck, so if I tried to shake this a little bit, they were moving around. So I do recommend trying to attach everything down. You want to add a little scarf, and then I found this snowman hat at Walmart, but you can find them at the at-home store, sometimes the Dollar Tree, sometimes Dollar General. Just keep an eye out for them. I usually grab several of them whenever I see them, and then fill up the top one. I had a little snowman. You could put a little face on here with a Cricut or just draw it with a Sharpie, but I think it looks really cute as is, and just the perfect foundation that you could customize any way that you want. Alright, so I was really inspired by that snowman to create my own little snowy fishbowl on a stand. So I have one of these black candlestick holders and a couple of these wooden rounds, these wood tree slices, and I did purchase them from the Dollar Tree, but you can also find these anywhere. These were from a couple of years back, but I glue one on the bottom and the top of just a normal wooden black candlestick holder, and then attach the round fishbowl candle holder at the top. And then once again from Dollar General, the white one was $4 and the little green one was $2, so I decided to use the cheaper one, but it did get lost down in the bottom of this, so I do create a little platform to set it on and then also fill this up with snow. And then I feel like this turned out kind of rustic, would go perfect in a scenery setting. I want to fill these in on my bookshelves, but another really fun project that's a little bit different than just using normal candles. Alright, so for this project, we're recreating a really fun candy garland, and I needed some round styrofoam balls. So this is the project that I actually wanted to make. It's really cool. I made some candies for Halloween, but for Christmas, these are actually on their own little string to look like a garland. So I had a really fun idea. You could have attached a needle to some of the little jute twine and threaded these on there, but I had a fun idea. If I wanted to use thicker rope, I could just hot glue the rope in between these styrofoam balls after cutting them in half, and it really worked well. The styrofoam does tend to get warmed up and want to melt away, so you want to work quickly and not apply too much glue to these, but once they cool off, they stay really well, and it's almost as though the styrofoam ball is taking the shape of the rope itself, so it's holding it really nice and tight. I did cut down a dowel rod just to kind of get to space these evenly without having to measure every time, but this is a really cool craft. I did pick up these styrofoam balls from Walmart. You can get a 4-pack for $1.25 from Dollar Tree, but sometimes they're harder to find, or at least just finding 1 pack. So I just know that Walmart is something that I could get delivered very easily, so that's what I added to my order. And then pick out whichever fabric that you like best. You could pick up a Christmas pattern, but once again at Walmart they sell really inexpensive fat quarters, so I just chose a solid red as well as the polka dot. I thought these would be perfect for the Christmas season without being too overwhelming. And then I kind of used the little cardboard that come inside the fabric for a pattern, just made it a little bit longer. And then you'll want to get a pair of shearing scissors that make the zigzag pattern on the edges to keep it from raveling, and cut the sides. It also makes it look more like candy, and then just tack glue this around the styrofoam ball, tie the edges with some ribbon, and how cute is this? You get the perfect little pieces of candy, and it looks as if you've threaded this rope through all of them. So I think this is a really cool effect. It had so many views on TikTok, and I can see why it's a really fun project. Uses very inexpensive pieces, and you could also just use scrap fabric that you already have on hand. My daughter decided that she wanted to do a candy theme in her room on her own little Christmas tree, so I want to make some more of these in the colors that she wants to decorate with, but this one is perfect to dress up any space and make it look really cute and whimsical. Alright, so speaking of garlands, I had to share this one that I made last year. If you pick up these mini little hats at Walmart, everything else is from the Dollar Tree, these beads as well as these little snowballs that they sell, you can put together the cutest little garland. All you need is some jute twine. You want to thread a needle, and Dollar Tree sells these huge needles, or you can pick them up at Walmart. And then I just took turns alternating these fun Christmas beads as well as the little snowballs or pom-poms, and put that little hat on the snowman, and this was the cutest little snowman garland. I can't even believe how cute it turned out. I did try to make the beads go in a pattern before applying these little pom-poms, and as long as you just push them through and put them in the right order, it turns out absolutely adorable. I did have to use my little pliers to pull the needle because it was so tough to get everything threaded on, but it easily pushes through the styrofoam. How cute is this? Once again, would be perfect for a snowman themed tree. I just placed it on an entryway table. You could add a little face, make them as custom as you want to, but another one of my favorite garlands I've ever made. Speaking of viral finds and DIYs, I found these huge wax Christmas trees at Dollar General for $6. Now that seems a little pricey to find something at Dollar General, but if you're looking around, I just ran in Home Goods and they have the same exact thing for about $15 to $20. And these ones from Dollar Store, you can't tell they're from the Dollar Store. They are made so nice, have beautiful detail on them, and these can run you like over $20 even on Amazon. I have like an LED set in my cart on Amazon that I want so bad, but these are nice placeholders. Just pop them on some candlesticks. They are absolutely gorgeous, and I want to try to find a really fun DIY that I can incorporate these in. Okay, so it's no secret that people have been creating swags out of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees, but I saw one that just blew my mind. It had a lantern on the swag that actually lit up, so I knew I could create the exact same thing using Dollar Tree trees as well as the Dollar Tree lantern. I think this one though now is $7, but as long as you can attach this without covering the battery pack, you're as good as gold. All I did was start it off by attaching the two trees at the top, and then added in a third one by weaving it through all three of them and kind of cinch the edges of the zip tie with more zip ties. I know it's confusing, but if you can get it connected just right, it lays perfectly. And then I created a little hoop at the top to create a place to add a rope hanger, and then you can put your lantern on. Now, since you can't hot glue down your lantern, you will need a way to attach it to this without making it super secure so you're able to pull it off and replace the batteries. So to do that, I ended up hot gluing just a garland tie to the back of the lantern and was able to tie this on, and then I'll be able to just twist it off to replace the batteries. So attaching it to the swag, and then it was pretty plain with just the Dollar Tree Christmas trees. So I do add in some little picks that I picked up at Dollar General. I'm just sliding them in, but be sure to secure them down with some glue or the zip tie. Another really fun way to use these lanterns is to actually put it in a flower pot. So I have some of these left over little barrel flower pots as well as the lantern. Once again, it used to be $5 and now it is $7, which seems really expensive. But if I was going to pay for $7 for something at the Dollar Tree, it would be this lantern. I just love the style of it. And I saw something out shopping the other day that looks just like this DIY that I made, and they're selling it for $50. So it's so fun that you can make this for less than $10 and it still looks really, really good. The thing that you need to create is a lamp post. So I glued a couple of pieces of wood together, painted them black to match the lantern, attached it to some styrofoam down inside of this planter. You will want to cover up all of this styrofoam, so I added in just some garland that I already had on hand after attaching everything, and it just made it look more like a wholesome piece. Some of the Dollar Tree garland looks really cheap, so I love picking up these picks in particular from the Dollar Tree. I feel like they make everything look so much nicer and more of like the Christmas trees that you would buy at the higher end store. So I go ahead and poke them all in the styrofoam, fill them in with some pine cones and berries. Because I made this a little bit taller, I still feel like there was some blank space, so I added in some fun golden bells that I found at Walmart. And then attach the lantern right on top. You're still able to access the battery pack. It's still going to work as normal, but you're putting it on this gorgeous lamp post that looks really high end. I displayed it on my fireplace. It's one of my favorite things, and I want to go ahead and create a second one so that I can have them on both sides. And then it's no lie that these huge hurricane lanterns took the internet by storm. Everyone freaked out whenever Dollar Tree put them out. One of my favorite ways to use them is to actually dangle something inside and create a fun little scenery. So for these, I just picked out a couple that I liked, the largest ones that Dollar Tree sell, filled them up with some snow. I did add a little bit of decor to the bottom, but the main event here is hanging a gorgeous ornament from the top from a branch. So these are like my hands down favorite ornaments. They come from the Dollar Tree. They have a little bit of greenery inside. They have that pop of gold, which matches all of my decor. Then I just went outside, cut down some little branches and tied these to them. You could do this with any ornament, especially something that's like your favorite ornament. It's a better way to display them than just getting all of them like overwhelmed with the tree. You don't notice them as well. So this is a great way to display them. I didn't want to do two identical ornaments, so I decided to go with just a little gold one and put the bad spot towards the back that you can see. But set together, I think these are super cute. I also had a fun idea to drip some hot glue from the top to attach a little bit more snow to look like this has been snowed on, and it gave it such a really fun effect. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Let me know in the comments down below which project was your favorite. What are some more viral DIYs that you want me to test out on my channel? Thanks again for watching. Please leave me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy crafting. Bye.